Hey everybody, it's Jason with JR Custom Designs. Today we have an unboxing of a new laser. Been looking for a while for a 3-in-1 laser that does the cutting, the welding, and the rust removal, graffiti, things like that. And was looking for a while and just happened to stumble across the fact that Pascal also had a 3-in-1. I think they have a 4-in-1 as well. They got a couple different things, but this one in particular is the one I was kind of looking for, and they happen to have one. I've got several Pascal's machines. I love the machines. The support's great, so I figured why not give it a shot. So let's go ahead and dive into this, break it open, and see what we got inside. There's got to be a better way to do this. Well, that was a lot easier. I wish that transition was real. Alright, so now that we got the box open, I think the best way I knew how. So these things come extremely well packaged. Looks like about 3/8" plywood, reinforced by 1x2 strips, foam. It's wrapped inside and out, which I wouldn't really expect anything less from a reputable company coming from China. They usually do really well at keeping this stuff packaged nice and tight, so if it gets wet or anything like that, the equipment itself don't get wet. I went with the big one because the ultimate goal with this potentially is to do mobile laser removal for like graffiti, paint, rust, whatever. They throw it in our trailer with a generator, take it wherever we need to use it, and I've got enough power to run it and do what I need to do. This is, like I said, a 3-in-1 unit. They have singular units, but again, I wanted to get this just for the ability to cut and weld and all that stuff, just in case down the line, if we ever need to make anything, we can just do it in-house. I think this is the laser portion of it, just due to the size of the electrical connectors on the back here. This is a 220, I think it's 30 or 50 amp, I'm not sure, I have to look into all that. So this is 220 at 20 amps, so that's not bad at all. That'll be an easy hookup. We already got like a 30 amp and stuff like that. I'll just have to run a separate one for the 20. Wire feed signal, and then your protective gas. So yeah, so let's get cracking on with this and see what we got. No, that's not that heavy. All right. Yeah, this is all your ground lead, the laser head itself. Which is another thing I liked about his over other ones. The other ones have the really bulky head unit, almost like a regular Galvo does, whereas this one just has a handheld unit, and then your trigger, the different supports or something for your gear, and all this cable runs straight in there. It's got a little cutout here for the cable, so you can close the lid, stick the cable out, close the lid. I think this is 20 foot of cable. I'm not 100% sure. That's what I think it is anyways. But anyways, so that's the laser head itself. And this is a chiller. Gauge here, filler, and then your level on the front. This looks like a water drain. Again, I'm just going off of kind of touchy-feely and a little bit of experience with laser stuff. Gotta figure out where the power goes in. I'm wondering if this is it here. It's a massive plug right here. It doesn't say what it's for, but I'm guessing that's the power input there. There also a bung at the bottom. Not quite sure what that is because there's no cable coming out of it. Looks like it might be for the 110 adapter. This looks like our power cord. There we go. Nice and ginger with it. Don't want to be too rough. So yeah, here's your, looks like power leads go into the junction block for the back. And then these, I have to figure out where they go. I'm assuming they probably go to the other unit. Yeah, so it's just a wire, whatever you call it, retention stand. Wrap your wire around it to store it. So the laser head, got velvet fabric on it. And now we got a box labeled accessories. So this is probably our wire spools, nozzle tips, and the different parts for the configurations between the welder, cutter, and cleaner. If I had to recommend anybody, unless you have a use for something this big, I probably wouldn't go this big. But I've always been under the motto is go big or go home. And always leave yourself open for expansion. So, got a couple pair of glasses in here. Because obviously this has open laser beam. So being around people and things like that is probably not a good idea. But if there is, you got a couple pair of glasses here to work with. You got some nozzle tips, some tools, things like that. And here's our different welding tips. There's several different profiles, sizes. And again, it's just the welding tips for different types of wire, size of wire. Same thing with the nozzles in the bag. You got a water separator, which is good because it has its own compressor, and that's, I believe, what's in that box over there. Or this one, I'm not sure. Not quite sure what this stuff is. Looks like lenses. If you look, got some lenses or something in there. And again, I'll find all this out and I'll let you guys know. So this is a box of welding wire, or two boxes of welding wire. One of these should be aluminum and the other one should be steel. And it's all written in Chinese, so I don't have a clue. But I will find out. One should be aluminum and then the other one should be for regular, like, automotive steel. Like I said, I think this is the compressor. Actually, I think this might be the controller for the cleaner. Scratch and dent. Alright. Actually, this is the, it looks like the feeding machine for the weld wire. How awkward this looks. So yeah, this looks like it is a wire feeder, and it is. That's the wire feeder. This, I believe, or I thought, got mounted to the side of that, but maybe not. Feeders. Oh, I got separate wheels and stuff for it down here. You got your shielded gas lines right here. Those also look like gas lines. Oh, that's all our connectors. So yeah, got a regular 220. That's a 10 amp for this machine. And then there's more tips. So yeah, So that's pretty much everything you get with this. I'll have to put the wheels on that, whatever. Yeah, be careful what you wish for. There's a lot more here and a lot more to this than you might expect. You got the chiller back here. I'm guessing an air compressor somewhere inside of here. It's got to be. I think there's an air compressor anyways. Oh. Yep. No, that's the water pump for the chiller. There's your tank. Yeah, I guess there is no air pump. I thought there was. I guess it's just for the shielded gas. But yeah. And this is the Haotian. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. I'm sure somebody will set me straight. This is their 2K 3-in-1 fiber welder, cutter, and cleaner unit. Price on these you have to get with Pascal on, and he can get you the pricing based on the size that you want. But for something like this, I think it's around 8. I could be wrong, don't quote me. Bought it like 2 months ago, and then boat shipping and stuff like that. So there's quite a bit of overkill. I think the next step up from this is like a 2,500 watt, or maybe it's a 3,000 watt. But yeah, I kind of went overboard because I think the smaller unit has everything built into one cabinet. Just with this bigger unit, obviously, you gotta use the multiple cabinets, and again, that one's there is just for welding. So this here is your cleaner and cutter right here. It's the welder too, but then that's when you would bring this along and attach it to it and use it that way. So you don't have to have it all together. And if I can get away with it, I might try to mount that somewhere to this. I'm not quite sure because you got vents on both sides. But we'll figure something out. But anyways, so if you have any questions about it, leave a comment in the comment section. I probably won't be the one to answer it, but if you tag Pascal in there, Pascal Lou, you tag him, I'm sure him or Mark or somebody there will be able to help you out and get you what you need. Because like I said, I'm a complete novice to this. It's something I've wanted for a while. And just decided to get it, and who better to get it from than Pascal. So anyways, I hope this was helpful-ish. Again, like I said, this is a lot more extreme than most of you would probably need or want. But nonetheless, they have these units available. I'll be putting it to the test. I got a bunch of car parts and stuff I'm gonna try out. I got some wood and stuff laying around here that we're gonna try to clean off the varnish and stain and all that stuff off of them. So we're going to kind of play around with different materials and things like that as time permits. This probably won't be like a everyday post kind of thing, because obviously got other things going on around here, but we'll try to get them out as quick as possible and kind of show off what it can do and everything. So stay tuned for that. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video. Man, I don't know what in the world I'm looking at. You know what? Hell with that.